Hope we're all doing well. It's going to be a fun day today in the market. It is January the 8th, Wednesday. It's 5:30 in the morning. And please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, please. All those three good things. We're going to have an awesome year here. Going to grow, going to learn some stuff, and see how we can be of value to anybody. So yeah, the markets were on fire literally yesterday. I put up a video on Monday that it was green and positive. Well, today it is the opposite. It is red fire. It is not green fire, which is fun because the market is on sale. There is money to be made. It is going to be a good day. Quickly, let's just go around the horn really quickly. I want to make sure you have the most important information fast in the first few minutes, and then you can stay or you can bounce. We'll look at all the different data, but a high level overview really quick is everything is down. Everything's trending down. We are into a bull market downtrend, which is great opportunity to buy when the bull market's here and there's a red day, there's things are going down, usually a good sign, usually a good chance to buy in when stocks are cheap, when your favorite ETFs, your favorite tickers like Tesla um, and Apple and whatever it may be are on sale. But quickly look at these videos. You can see the headlines, the clickbait, of course, urgent, sorry, market down, black swan, crash coming in, what's going on? Even meet Kevin, what the hell's going on over here? So yesterday, great day. A few days ago, great day, bad day. It's just every day is different. Okay, so the most important thing to say is zoom out, look at the year ahead, look at the past year. What is your goal? What are you working on? What do you want to achieve in this marketplace? Do not panic. Do not um, sell. Do not run to the hills because things look like they're on fire. So that is my most important thing to say right away is don't panic. Do not panic. We are just getting started. It's going to be a great year. So these are the key things to highlight today. We have a red day in the market. We had Trump's speech, which was epic, absolutely epic, comedy gold. Whether you like him, hate him, or voted for him, I don't care. We're not political here. I'll just give you my unbiased, fun Irish point of views. But comedy gold. We had Canada. What else? We had the Panama Canal. All this incredible stuff. And then he also, what, Denmark. I mean, he talked about the whole world, China, Russia, literally in 1 hour. This guy had gone round the horn. And in my opinion, I put up this tweet about poker. He is setting the biggest game of poker world game. And in my mind, Trump is the dealer slash player. So he is literally setting the biggest game of poker. So we'll come back to this in a second. I just like to keep a note here. But my big takeaway again is don't panic. Don't panic. Do not panic. Do not FOMO. So important. Don't sell your winners. Don't sell. It's going to be a momentary blip, but we'll come back to this. I'll leave that there. So let's look at the economic data real quick. We'll start here. So yesterday, data did come in pretty good, pretty like normal. There wasn't anything crazy, I would say. It was job claims. Previous is 188 consensus. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong day. I'm on Wednesday. It's funny. Let's go back to Tuesday. Forget about it. We'll just look at Wednesday. So yesterday's was okay. Maybe there's some like revisions, some forecasting to come in. The market is a bit fear of inflation coming back. That's the most important thing to really highlight is there's inflation in the marketplace. And people are just a little bit nervous as to what Trump's tariffs are going to do. We'll do that because it is a big call out. What's he going to do? So much uncertainty. I think he's just thrown all the cards on the table, and it's messy. We have a messy game of poker, is what I'm going to call it. So there's all these things, going on. But today is a big day because we have the Fed's notes. I think it is today, or the jobless claim is today. Yeah, it's going to be today. It's going to be a good one. You get the mortgage rates coming in, Fed Wallers speaking, and a bunch of other important data to kind of see how the economy is, performing. But we're focused on this FOMC minutes. That's going to be a big one, in my opinion. It's going to kind of like set the narrative for the next 12, 24 hours. So we'll be listening to that. We'll be tweeting. We'll be giving reactions to that. So economic data, it's not bad. It's just it's up and down a little bit. It's open to revisions. Can we trust it? Just things to keep an eye on. The market prices things in ahead of time, so we are where we are. We can't really control that. Um, let's jump right over here to our indexes. So IBIT is currently down 5%, down in the pre-market as well. So we're seeing a bit of a sell-off here when it comes to the Bitcoin um, ETF or trust, we'll call it. And I'll zoom out a little bit to the 1 year chart. You can sort of see it rose really well into its inception this past year, and all-time high of $60, and now it's down here. So question is, how much further will it go? Will we see a continual drop in the IBIT? Will there be a chance to buy in here? That's what we're looking for. I personally would love to skip up some more IBITs around the $50 mark. So I see this as a good resistance right here, this $51. I'm anticipating this to kind of hit here maybe a low, and then it should bounce right back up into Trump's um, inauguration after January the 20th, as you can see there. And then we'll look at the VU real quick because we love the VU. We're big fans of the Vanguard S&P 500 Index Fund. If you don't know what it is, I encourage you to learn about it and add it to your base portfolio. 20%, 30%, 50%. Make sure you have a base portfolio in ETFs, in exchanges, in bonds. Bonds have been terrible, but I mean, it's not a bad idea to make sure you have some diversifications, risk management. These things are important to protect your assets. So I like index funds that track the overall market, VU, VDI, QQQ. These things are important to me because it means I'm protected, right? If the market does go down, I'm not going to lose everything. But the VU is down again here, 541. Pre-market is up a little bit, which is nice. So we're seeing a little bit of a resistance here. But bear in mind, like, what's that? 6 days ago, it went to here, 535. So again, don't panic. These things drop and they go right back up. I mean, look at this, up right here, up right there, up right there. It's how the market works, and people will want you to panic. They want you to be fearful and make impulse decisions. If you sell, if you see a red candle, if you get a headline, a news article, oh, the market's crashing, sell everything, and you sell, you're giving your money to the big hedge funds, the big players, because they will gobble up those sells and they will buy the dip. So be aware of that. Don't be caught giving your money away to other people. You don't sell, sorry, you don't lose if you don't sell. Wait for the bounce, buy the dip. Really is that simple when it comes to this thing. Anyway, I'm preaching too much. And we've got the VTI. Everything's down, as you can see. It's red across the board. Big changes, big drops. VTI is currently up pre-market. Up pre-market. If you look right here, up pre-market 30%. QQQ, small indexes, again up 30%. So we're seeing a little bit of a rally in the pre-market. But again, today will be choppy. Today will be a day to watch to see how everything shakes out. I want to go to the Mag 7 real quick. This is where I want to spend most of the time today. We'll do NVIDIA. So you had Jensen giving his, Captain America, I'll call it the Captain America speech by Jensen. And the next day, this happened. The market just sells off for many reasons. I think it was down. The market was already trending down yesterday, and then Nvidia took a pretty huge hit. It bore most of the, I would say, brunt of yesterday's negativity, with its biggest sell-off in its history. I think it was, if I remember correctly, a couple of $1 billion in market cap disappeared with this huge decrease. Currently up a little bit in the pre-market, so we are seeing a little bit of revival up to the 142 mark here, but we're not expecting, or we're not sure where that'll go. I mean, it's choppy. It could keep going down. It could go up. Depends upon your goals. Remember, if you want to buy these dips, Nvidia right now may be a option for you. Not for me because I see it still chopping here in the 140s. This is where I've kind of seen its range this past few months, and I'm prepared. It could drop down significantly if we get a little bit of craziness in the market. So too expensive for my blood. I'm looking for other deals with more upside, if I can even call it upside. And then Tesla. What do we see here? So again, the highs, the lows, the dips. We currently have this forming right here. That was a low and it was gobbled up quickly. And then here we have another low. Again, is it going to be gobbled up quickly? Time will tell. Zoom in a little bit. And up in the pre-market, 396. So Tesla it's kind of finding its base in this range, this 390, even 370 range, up to like maybe as high as 430, but it hasn't been as high as 430 since the end of December. So in January, we don't know where it's going to be in 2025. The year's just started. Elon is hilarious. He is one crazy guy, if I can call him that. So we'll see how this progresses. So we're not really sure how it's going to go. I love Tesla. I'd like to add more Tesla to my portfolio down in this range, this 350 to 360. You can see the volume, the VR VP indicator here. So this would be a really good opportunity to buy in more Tesla into your portfolio, possibly calls. We'll think about that later. And then over here again, we got Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Google. Everything's red, of course, as of yesterday. Pre-market currently is strong. The market opens in a few hours, so it's anyone's guess how the day will unfold. We're really just getting started. So, but yeah, everything's down, and we got some indicators today. It's going to be an interesting run around Wall Street. Hear what Squawk Box says. All the Kramers, Palantir. Let's go to the Palantir real quick because that is one that I'm watching this year. My All Stars, I call it 2025 stars. PLTR is coming down hard. It's the only way to put it. It is just free falling here. It tested the 83s, it tested 80 again, it dropped, pulled back, tested again, drop, pull back, rose, tested 80 again, and now it's just coming down. This is its biggest drop, I think, since it really has started. If I go back to the 1 year chart, you can see it a bit better. I would say it's this is the biggest drop. Is it a buy opportunity according to the technicals? No, because it's so far above its 50 and 100 and 200 moving average. As you can tell, these lines, it's not even close to where these things are. So Palantir is highly speculative, highly successful. It's going to be a major talking point all year. I personally would love to buy back into Palantir. I currently only hold a few shares. And like everyone else in this space, the buy zone is anywhere really in the 50s, in the 60 range. Will it come down this far? I don't think it's going to drop that low because it's so successful as a company. Its financials, everything is just fantastic, and it is printing money, its infrastructure, its ontology, everything it offers is fantastic. But it is in a hot water now. It may be a buy opportunity today or this week. I think in years, so the next 3 years, 5 years, where's Palantir going to be? That's my thought. And if I can gobble up shares while it's down, maybe some long-term calls, option calls, leaps, I will gladly do that. I will gladly invest for the next 3 to 5 years into Palantir, especially if it is dropping significantly towards this area right here into the 50s. So we're going to be watching Palantir closely today. Hood is down. Everything is negative, as you can see. A lot of red yesterday. Yesterday was just a red day. Hood's pre-market down too, and then AMD got a little bit of love this past month, and it's up in the 120s again, but also coming down strong in the pre-market. So yeah, stay awake, stay tuned in, keep your cash close, look for opportunities to buy in. SoFi, our beloved SoFi, is still just hanging out in the 140s, sorry, the 14s. It really has not budged much in 3 months when it comes to just living and breathing in the $14 range. Like all three is just converging here. So, I mean, I'll let you decide where you think SoFi is going to go. I think it's going to go up and to the right in 2025. So I'm gobbling up shares of SoFi. And that really is it. Everything is pretty down. We'll look at the top movers. VUZI is a really hot stock I'm watching this year. Again, missed it on this breakout here, and two pullbacks. We'll see where it comes down a little bit. Might try and enter in the threes. Sound AI, significant drop, significant selling here. So Sound AI might be another major speculative 10% of your portfolio into these high growth companies. You may just get a winner, a really, really good return. It had its big rise, so now it's been tested down. It could technically fall past these volume ranges. Just be aware of that. Look at these holes. It can fill these gaps. Resistance will be here. It's quite a bit of a chop down to 16, so I'm thinking it's going to go down here today. And then, yeah, you can see the rest here. Things are just selling off nicely, and that's really it. Last one we'll look at is Bitcoin and MSTR. MSTR, of course, is highly volatile. Rose back up to the 370s, and now it's crashing back down again to the 320s. So maybe seeing a bit of a buy zone for MicroStrategy in this range, is 320 to 270. Again, it tracks Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is just like an emotional child, isn't it, really? How do I clear these? I can turn them off, but I want to just delete them. There we go. Remove 7 drawings. Thank you. So yeah, Bitcoin is just volatile. Big, big, big drop. And then since that big drop, we have just been chopping sideways. That's been the story of the market, chopping sideways, ups and downs, and then this was a pretty significant drop down to 95, as you can see. We'll go in there in the 1 month chart. So pretty significant drop from 101 right down to 96, 95. Currently down to 95 as well. So it's not really easy to say where Bitcoin's going to go because it's so volatile and so uncertain. It's the wild child, but the market loves it. I still believe after Trump's inauguration, which is in 13 days, we're going to see at some point a market rally. I do think that one key call out is Trump does not want to inherit the strongest market ever. Why would he want that? He does not want it. Right away. He wants to build it. He wants credit. That's what he wants. He wants credit for fixing it. How can you fix something if it's an all-time time high? So possibly we'll see a bit bigger drop here in this next month. So just be aware of that. Things are uncertain. I think that's a major narrative. He wants to fix it. He wants to boost the economy. It's better to boost it when it's down significantly. So we may see a bit of a chop and red and sideways action into the next 13 days. He gets office, possibly in the following weeks and months, the market sees the fruit of his administration's labor and that things will be strong, things will be green. But this is going to be a wild year. Strap in, folks, stay loaded, and don't panic. I'm going to be doing more videos. I want to do more macro videos, more long-term outlooks, as opposed to the daily knit and gritty. The daily knit and gritty are fun because it moves all the time. But I think the money really that I'm looking for is the longer term plays, these 6 months, this 3 months to one year range. Where is the market going? So we can stay informed. So thank you all. Appreciate your time today. We'll look forward to the market being opened. Shout out to Amit and to Jesse, micro to macro trading, and Amit. Those are the ones that I really study and learn from. So thank you all. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the market.